America, and welcome to the Sports Podcast, the only sports comedy podcast recorded in Los Angeles, in this apartment at this time. I am Joel Anderson.
I'm Jordan Pomaville.
And joining us as always is Phil Ranta, the sports outsider.
From the outside looking in, Phil Ranta.
Yeah. So I normally at this point would ask you if you watched any games this week, but you were off the hook, Phil.
I am off the hook.
We're doing something a little different, aren't we?
Yes. Well, this week, actually, this is being pre-recorded. We're actually all on a break right now. I went through the archives, and I noticed there's a lot of stuff. Our extensive archives. Yeah. And notice there's so much that we record that we don't end up putting in the show. It's about a half-hour show. We record like an hour of stuff.
But I'll bet all of that is really just nonsense and terrible to listen to.
That's also true. But you know what? We're going to share it with our fans now because some of them want to see the nitty-gritty. They want to see the raw dog in it kind of stuff.
Does this mean that we're finally going to hear my many opinions that you keep cutting out about how Italian Americans have ruined the nature of sports in America?
Yeah, you might hear some racist stuff that I cut out for being racist, maybe some sexist stuff. We have a weird sports segment that actually we never aired.
A lot. Ooh, a new weird sports segment.
Yeah, I love weird sports.
Right, so we're going to do a weird sports as well. We're going to have some of those segments. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That sounds great.
Let's do it.
All right, enjoy.
But what are they quibbling over at this point? It's like 2% of basketball revenue,
quibbling
right?
over money.
You know, it's basically the players rejected the owners' latest proposal. They said the owners were giving them an ultimatum, and they kind of were.
They were.
And the owners are saying, well, you weren't bargaining in good faith because you knew all along you were planning on disbanding the union and thus suing. So, they're at a stalemate. Their lawyers are now going to be talking about the fact that the players are going to be suing separately the NBA over antitrust stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's where they are now. So them getting to the table and actually talking again, I think it's going to be quite a while.
I'm pitching something here.
Yeah?
Instead of showing NBA games, they should launch another Law & Order that's Law & Order NBA. I would watch the hell out of this.
Not but the legal wrangling of the NBA's lawyers with the Players Association.
That would be so great. Charles Barkley, we brought you in because you're the best.
Dun dun.
Oh, nobody's going to try a Charles Barkley impression?
No.
I saw both you guys consider it and then back up.
It's been done. I don't have a good one either. Yeah, Charles Barkley is like Christopher Walken at this point. You so many people have done it. You don't even attempt it unless you do have a really good one.
Charles Barkley. I'm Charles Barkley.
Wow, that is a spot on Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
The brown mound of rebound.
Well, that sounded racist.
Is that really?
It was the round mound of rebound.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh,
that
God.
sounded terrible.
I really? Oh,
You're
wow.
John Rocker Jr. over here.
No,
apparently some of the brain cells that escaped from his head went to yours.
Awful.
That was. I'm so gonna put that on a loop.
Well, I mean, he is brown. It's not inaccurate.
Joel!
I don't think.
Please.
You put down the shovel and stop digging.
He's also round. Hey, round is.
But you didn't call him. You said he was the brown mound
of rebounds.
Yeah, well, he's the round mound of rebounds.
Right, but brown mound implies poop.
Yeah, it does sound like you were describing a piece of shit.
I can understand why they did not go with that nickname.
Yes, that would be a terrible nickname.
Yeah. But
if
they're calling him fat regardless. Let's point that out.
Oh yeah. No, he has put on some weight.
He's a hefty boy.
He's the NBA's Tony Gwynn.
Playing days.
Yeah, he was husky.
That's why he was called the round mound of rebound.
Are you sure he was called that, Joel?
I am pretty sure that the round mound of rebound was his actual nickname.
Still sounds a little racist. I don't know why.
It does sound
a little bit racist.
I'm going to find out that somewhere in the Deep South, I was unaware, but round is some sort of horrific racial slur.
Somewhere in the Deep South. Boys, one of them rounds.
Hey, Roundy, why don't you get out of your car and talk to me?
Our listenership doubles as the Ku Klux Klan takes a sudden interest.
Sports podcast. Sports podcast.
Here's what I like about them. They say it like it is. They say them slurs. Ain't no mainstream media gonna muzzle them.
Ain't no roundies gonna listen to them. The roundy controlled media and the roundy controlled federal government.
Man, them roundies, they listen to ESPN, not us, no boy. We listen to Sports podcast.
They understand our perspective. The oppressed white man fighting against roundy rule.
I'm sorry, Charles Barkley, who is a fan of the show.
Charles Barkley is a fan of the show, and I'd like to apologize.
Charles Barkley, I've heard, is a huge fan of the show.
Wow. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'd have him call in as a guest, but, we have a certain level of...
Oh, wait, I think he's calling in right now. Hold on, he's calling. I'm Charles Barkley. Hey.
Oh, Charles!
I'm on the phone.
Oh,
it's the phone.
It's so good
Charles
we got
Barkley.
you here.
Charles. Is that? Are you doing your Christopher Walken impression?
No, this is Charles Barkley. This is how I talk.
Charles, what do you think about the? We should ask you something about the NBA lockout.
Yeah, it's sad to see the young people Bill Cosby. Oh, he hung up. He just hung up.
Oh,
he just hung up.
Oh.
I hope he's okay. It sounds like he might have had a stroke or something.
He was having problems.
Started talking like Bill Cosby towards the end.
It was a really good Christopher Walken. Charles Barkley.
I know.
Yeah, that was uncanny.
Yeah.
Everyone at home, please, let's say a quiet prayer for Charles Barkley.
First find God, and then get on your knees and pray to him.
And then pray that there's no NBA season so we can see more hockey highlights. And then pray for Charles Barkley.
Then pray for all the bog snorkelers that have died last year.
Too many lost souls. And we mean lost because they were
because the mummies got him and dragged him under.
Yes, exactly. Listen, I know you two are new here, but it's an important baseball game we got going here. We need to find some rhythm. We need to get ourselves a win.
It's good to be aboard, Skip.
Okay. All right. Let's see. We're going to bunt and move the runner over.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Skip.
Well?
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yeah, send in the sign.
No problem, Skip. I got this.
Psst. 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 Hey. Bunt.
Strike one. Time! What the hell was that?
I was telling him to bunt.
But you were just miming bumped and saying it out loud.
Is that not the sign?
Of course that's not the sign. We have hand signals.
Doesn't that get confusing?
No. I mean, yes, but that's the idea. You don't want the other team to know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, Skip. That's why I was whispering.
Go sit in the bench, John. Go sit in the bench. Can you believe that guy?
No, sir.
You think you can handle sending in the signs the rest of the game?
Sure can, sir.
Okay. Counts 0-1, so we can't bunt anymore. Could you tell Johnson to steal second?
No problem, sir.
Steal! Steal! Steer 2! Time! What the fuck?
I don't think he got the sign.
You were just shouting it and then covering it up with a cough!
Coach, you're gonna give away our signs.
Those aren't our signs! Just sit over there next to Johnson! I'm gonna have to do this myself. Okay. Alright, goddammit. Alright, gotta send the sign in to Jesse for swing away here, okay? It's real simple. Cross the arm, cross the chest, cross the brim, tap the nose twice. Okay, he didn't get that. Alright. Cross the arm, cross the chest, cross the brim, tap the nose twice. Oh, come on, Jesse. Don't just stand there like an idiot. Just show me you know what I'm doing. Cross the arm, cross the chest, cross the brim, tap the nose twice. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Rock 3, you're out. Don't. What the hell was that?
I could ask you the same thing. What's with all that waving?
Those were the signs. How is it that no one else knows the signs?
Well, what did you want me to do?
Swing away.
That's not the sign for swing away. This is the sign for swing away. Swing away!
That is not the sign!
It's a lot more clear.
This is why we can't win a game, because you're all a bunch of fucking morons who don't know the signs!
Crazy.
I also like to think that, because I've spent a lot of time trying to heckle members of other teams, and he's the only one who responded, so I think it's possible that John Rocker was a real hothead, guys. I'm ready to go out on that limb and say, I hope we don't get a libel suit against the podcast, but rocker, quite possibly a hothead.
Drinks 1,800 tequila.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Patron for me.
Yeah, terrible. Buys sex toys at that cheap place.
Oh, that
I don't know the name of it.
yeah.
It's blacked out
The
windows.
one that doesn't have a quality product, like
Dildo Warehouse. That's where he goes. He goes to Dildo Warehouse.
Not like
3-day dildo broker.
Right, AdamandEve.com is the best place to buy your adult accoutrements.
Absolutely. So, yeah, on the terms of baseball, though, when you guys are shopping for dildos, do you go ash or maple? Because
maple shatters.
Yeah,
I don't
maple
like the
shatters,
shards.
and you do not want that to happen.
White ash,
And
baby.
Ash is one of my favorite characters from The Evil Dead. One of.
Sing. It was a
Nothing?
baseball. See,
Nothing?
I can't remember which one. Is Ash the lead?
Yes. Bruce Campbell. Ash.
I still haven't seen Evil Dead 2.
You're a Satanist, and you should die by my hand.
I liked Evil Dead 1 so much.
Evil Dead 1 was great, and Evil Dead 2 was essentially half remake, half sequel.
The blonde in Evil Dead 1 wearing a sweater from
Michigan State.
Yeah,
Sam
baby.
Raimi. That was his school.
Yes, it was.
Almost. He did not graduate.
Right.
Oh, no. Yes.
He might have.
No, he
I
did
don't
not.
know.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
think he
He's
did.
the second biggest person ever to go to Michigan State behind
Magic?
Magic. I'm sure we have more important alumni in there, but
I don't know. Magic was
I don't
the
know
first
there.
guy ever to pay off AIDS to not kill him.
He did.
You're suggesting that he bribed
He bribed AIDS.
a virus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doubting it?
Everyone has its price.
Yeah. It's like, hey, AIDS.
I think
AIDS.
it's magic.
Maybe you just want to leave, huh? Huh, AIDS? I left a little bit of money inside my colon. Why don't you take that, AIDS?
I'm going to turn around. And if there's not money in my colon when I come back.
All right. BCS standings updated.
Boom.
Got some big college football news. Stanford goes down. We were talking about them as a potential contender.
They're
out.
Too
They're
smart
out.
for their own good.
And
Oregon looks pretty. Oregon's only lost to LSU. I'd almost forgotten that.
So here are your top 5 currently: LSU, Oklahoma State, Alabama, Oregon, Oklahoma.
Oh.
Still-
Hey, what was that other top 5 team? There was Stanford dropped out. Wasn't there another team in the top 5 that was in last BCS top 5 and not in this one?
Boise State.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Isn't that terrible? Isn't it sad that they lost?
Yeah.
Why is it sad that they lost?
Oh, because
over
they
it.
so deserve to play in a national title game. If only they could have beaten TCU or Nevada the year before. Like,
They're the hot mid-major. They're the hot BCS crasher.
They're the
BCS
underdogs.
buster.
Yeah.
And Joel likes the overdogs clearly because he was so sopping with sarcasm.
Well,
that
I
you want to see the winners
I
keep
like
winning.
the teams that play good teams.
You're the guy who wanted to be the jocks' friends in high school. So you're like, yeah, they are nerds.
I was on the band. Okay.
And the band and the jocks have a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
They do.
But here, case in point, when I was going to Okemos High School, we played
Name dropper.
Yeah. we played a division with all of the rural schools, like the ones that were like outside of Lansing.
Yeah.
And we were better than most of them. And I was pretty amped. And granted, this was after I graduated. When we moved to the Capital City circuit, because that meant that we were going to play like East Lansing and Lansing Sexton, I think. But the good teams, you know. And we started getting annihilated. But I was like, hey, better to play the better competition and see how you do.
Right.
Boise State plays crap teams.
Now, and to their credit, it's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
And they
no.
try to schedule every year. They schedule big teams.
They try their darndest, but there's a big difference between playing a couple of big games in your schedule and actually going through the rigors of a conference schedule and a really good conference.
No, that's correct.
And every year we have this same argument, and every year I'm just like, I know it's unfair to you guys, but you don't play good teams.
Right. And my favorite potato chip brand growing up was Boise's. You remember those? Boise's are boisterous.
You cannot be serious. That's fake. That's
No,
not
it's a real thing.
I don't
You can
believe
look
you.
it up. It's a potato chip called
This
Boise's.
sounds like a weird sponsor of a weird sport.
No,
is what it sounds
no,
like.
What I'm saying is that Boise's were a real thing and they were delicious.
Hey, whatever happened to tater skins? Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Those
Tater
were
skins.
delightful.
Those
They
were
were
like
great.
thick Doritos.
Yeah.
They're like Doritos with a cracker consistency.
We used to take those, like a bag of those, and dump Sour Patch Kids inside of it and shake it up and make like a trail mix. It was the greatest.
Oh shit! That sounds so fucking rad.
We're gonna do that right after the podcast.
I know. I'm going to quibble, though, with the use of the phrase trail mix in this context.
It's kind of like trail mix. It's got some
it's similar
fruity
in the
stuff.
sense
It's
that
got
it
some
is
salty stuff.
Snack type foods mixed, but
Right.
it's not really trail mix. It's just a snack mix.
Well, I ate
You're on
them
the
while on
trail.
a trail. Yeah.
You're on the trail.
Okay, fine,
You're
if you were
getting a
on the
little.
trail.
You're getting a little thirsty.
Yeah.
Why not grab some potato skins?
Right.
You know,
Perfect.
things are great. You get
Nothing
that.
quenches
You know
your
when you're
thirst like
hiking, you
potato
get that
skins.
ugly, sticky, sweet taste in your mouth. You
Oh,
need something
yeah.
sour.
You need something sour to
Grab
get rid
a
of
Sour
that.
Patch Kid.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Mix them
Cures
together.
altitude sickness.
Yeah.
Still to play, LSU and number 6, Arkansas,
That,
as
should
well
be a good
as
one.
number 2, Oklahoma State, host to number 5, Oklahoma. 2 big matchups left within the top schools of the BCS. And, you know, another weekend, who do you guys like as the in the national championship game?
Well, I still like LSU. And I guess I gotta go with Oklahoma.
Yeah, I like how you said it like the musical Oklahoma, where the sun goes sweeping down the plain.
Oh,
Right? You guys remember that? Well, I'm going to tell you who my pick is. I don't think I've wavered. I think Harvard, Yale, and Stanford are going to take all their best, smartest players, put them on one mega team, come up with crazy trick plays that nobody's ever thought of before, and take the crown. You do get a crown for winning the BCS championship,
Absolutely.
I
Phil.
imagine
excellent.
they would fashion one after such a team won.
right? Absolutely. I'm excited for that.
And you have to give credit to Phil. He is stuck with this prediction. You know, after all of the heat he's been taking,
And it's a lot of
after
heat.
all
Yeah.
of the angry emails we've been getting,
The
quite
heat
a
is
few.
on.
It's on the street.
especially you guys should read we're getting death threats from people from Dartmouth, from
Yeah.
Princeton, the Ivy League teams that Phil left out.
Not to mention all the athlete food puns we've gotten.
Yeah.
Go onto Twitter, come up with your own athlete food pun, and hashtag athlete food pun after it.
Yeah. Does that-
they're
Does that work?
hilarious.
Did anyone do that?
Yeah, but I've got to. I didn't
Wait,
bring them with
someone
me
really
this time.
did?
I'm going to read them next time.
I know this isn't a sidebar, but I feel like I'm having a quick. Did people really did that?
Oh, it's next week. We're going to read some.
I believe I saw one that was Tabasco sauce. Tabasco, but I rearranged the letters to be
Oh, it
BCS
was yours.
instead of BSC.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. That works. And now it's time for another Weird Sports. Oh, Weird Sport. Oh, Weird Sports.
Okay, what do we got?
All right. This week is a very special Weird Sports. It's one that I found on the internet. This weird sport, Russian roulette.
Russian roulette.
How does one play roulette in Russia?
Well, that's the thing, is it's not like roulette in America where it's just a ball and a wheel and you spin it around. That's not really a sport. This one is a sport because there's physical activity involved.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. In this one, an actual gun is taken out, right? Somebody has an actual gun. The traditional way to play it is with a 6-chamber gun with a spinning wheel on it. You know, like the Old West had with the revolver. With the
Oh, yeah.
Is this at all like the decathlon? I'm sorry, the biathlon.
No.
The Winter
It's,
Olympics.
well, a
where they
little
shoot
bit.
and
It's
Is there
a little
skiing
bit. There's
involved
no
in Russian
skiing
roulette?
involved in this one. No, generally
okay.
it's played around a table much like the one that we're sitting at.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
like this setup where we're all kind of sitting in a circle facing each other.
I gotcha.
In fact, here, I've got a gun right here.
I was wondering why you had a revolver.
Right, I've got
Oh
this
my
gun right here. I'm
Jesus.
just going to
What?
set it. I'm going to set it in the
Why?
middle of the table.
I don't turn it the other way.
No, well, that's part of the sport. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to wind up pointing at ourselves eventually.
I'm
Right.
just really uncomfortable with this.
No, I just thought that we could play a little bit. We
Come on.
could play
Yeah,
around.
Jordan, let's not
I like weird sports, but
Well, here's the deal. Let me
our
explain
first
the rules,
interactive
and maybe you'll feel
alright,
better.
yeah.
Maybe
Alright.
you'll feel better after this. So what happens is that you put bullets inside of the chamber, but not as many bullets as there are chambers. Depending on the difficulty, if you put 5 bullets in, there's a 1 in 6 chance that when you pull the trigger, it's going to shoot. There's,
all the way around.
Oh yeah, other way around. 5 in 6 chance
Yeah.
that when you pull the trigger, it's going to shoot, and you can have it like lessening degrees. And then what people do is they gamble on who's going to die when they hold it to their head and pull the trigger.
who does this?
I got
Who
a
gambles
20
on this?
right here.
I've got a 22.
I got 20
I've
says
got
I
You
win.
guys are
Jordan, why don't you
they
put it
do
in?
this in Russia?
No, yeah. I mean, I assume that it's kind of spread across Asia,
Yeah.
because it was also featured in the movie The Deer Hunter.
Oh, I
remember
didn't
that
see
in the end?
I
And-
never,
Well,
that
everyone
movie
was standing in
so
a circle, people
long.
wearing bandanas, and well, here we go. It'll make sense. First,
Probably like Rocky, right? With
All
everyone
right, one
cheering,
second.
and there was
I'll
the big
get
victory
it
and the
out.
Russian
Right.
roulette at the end.
I just-
All right.
here,
so I have loaded
I'm gonna put in for
this
20.
gun with 5 bullets out of the 6 chambers.
Oh, so we're just going to jump right into a high level of difficulty.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
So
starting at 1 might be something, too.
Well, no, I was just going to go ahead and do 5. Just for starts. Because we have our money now. We've only got a few minutes on this segment, so I thought that we'd just run through it quickly. What you do first is spin the gun, and who the gun is pointing at is who takes the first shot.
Oh, like
so I've already randomized.
Spin the bottle.
Right, it's like spin the bottle. I've randomized. The bullets aren't all separate. They're all not together necessarily.
Oh, okay.
So I'm spinning the gun, and it looks like it's pointing at Jordan.
All right,
so Jordan, let's hold it up to your head, and let's pull that trigger.
Come on, Jordan. Play along. It's the first interactive.
That's $60.
What is the worst that could happen?
Right.
It's for $60.
I mean, it's a sport. Do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Win 40, put in 20. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
The spinning chamber. All right. It's locked in.
Ooh, I sure hope he shoots himself in.
Nice! All right.
Woo!
Now it's you v me, Joe.
All right. One down.
All right. That was
to the
close.
Left, or do we spin again?
I could have sworn I heard a click without a bullet coming out. I was so scared.
I thought I heard a click. I was like, God damn it. But then Jordan totally shot himself in the head.
He did. All right, let's spin it around again. Let's see who's going next. Joel, you're going next.
Okay.
I swear I didn't rig it. I swear I didn't. Spin that chamber. Let's see what we got.
Doesn't matter. Hear those clicks?
See, this is fun. We should play this more often.
It's the chamber is similar to the roulette wheel. I'm starting to see that.
It's kind of like Russian roulette.
I'm feeling lucky here.
All right,
Phil.
he's putting the gun up to his head.
And a 1, and a 2, and a you know what to do.
Oh my goodness. Looks like I'm the last one left, but you know what? That wouldn't be very sportly of me. It wouldn't be very sportly of me if I'm the last one left, but I wanted to take a crack because it looks like a lot of fun. I've got the gun in my hand. All right, I'm spinning around the chamber. Let's see how this works. So remember, this is Russian roulette. Seriously, though, don't play this at home. Only play this in sanctioned Russian roulette games. We're professionals here. We're sporting professionals, so don't play this at home. But I'm holding the gun up to my head. And 1, and a 2, and a you...
I think Matt Kemp just had a career year, and I think he's not worth $20 million a season. I think $15 million a season would be a pretty sweet deal for the team that signed him. 17 I could even see. But you can get Albert Pujols for like 25.
This was the move the Dodgers were going to make, though.
Yeah,
they were going to keep Matt Kemp. They need a player like him. He is only 27.
Yeah. And I think they overpaid.
He got out of that terrible relationship with Rihanna.
Yeah.
He was in a relationship with Rihanna?
Yeah, things were going
go
really well. Well, at the baseball park. He wasn't playing well.
How ironic that he was Rihanna's second boyfriend who was well known for his hitting.
Come on, Phil.
Because that's a saying, isn't it?
Rihanna is
on
a
board.
saint. You do not talk about Rihanna that way.
I was talking about her boyfriends.
Oh.
We want to get technical.
I'll put you under my umbrella. Ella. Hey.
Mamma mia, it's another pizza news. Scott Boras is shopping around Prince Fielder, who, alongside Albert Pujols, are the two biggest free agents in the baseball hot stove league.
Cecil Fielder, any relation?
Yes, his father.
There we see.
They are estranged, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because his dad's got some drinking and gambling and like beating problems.
He had weight problems, I remember.
Yeah, that was another problem.
He was a Tigers player. That's how I know him, because I grew up in Michigan.
Yeah.
51 dingers in 1991.
1990.
What's it?
Yeah. 44-91.
You guys know your stats very well off the top of your head.
I do not.
Well, it's still impressive that you were only 1 year off.
But basically, he's shopping him around, and he's saying he's a younger Albert Pujols. This is his main selling point. He's not adding that he's also a much fatter, less conditioned Albert Pujols. Yeah. However, conversely, you could say Prince Fielder, we know how old he is. He's 27. You know,
Albert Pujols could be 35.
I don't think it's that bad. I think he might. No. There's a chance he's 33, 31.
I would say, yeah. But, I mean, we discussed this in a previous podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Make sure you go listen with a special guest, Jacob Harper.
Yeah, Asterisk episode 2.
Yes.
Like they do in comic books.
There you go. But, yeah, the other thing, though, is that Albert Pujols is just a much better all-around hitter, though. Pujols hits for average, hits for contact. On-base percentage, I believe, is significantly better than Prince Fielder's.
He can steal bases too. He really is.
Yeah, and he does. He's usually double-digit steals every season.
He is the most complete player right now in baseball,
and I think significantly better defensively. Now that really matters at first base. But
no, you're right. I think I don't know if you had the choice between the two, who'd you take?
I would take Prince because he both has Cecil Fielder's last name and then Prince's first name and only name, and Prince has done pretty well with his career.
He has.
He has. I'd say it's close, especially if Albert Pujols is actually 33. And again, it's probably unfair for us to be speculating about this, but I also think, quite frankly, there's a distinct chance that it's true. But yeah, if Albert Pujols is how old he says it is, I would take Albert again because he's a much more complete hitter. You know, he hits for contact much better than Prince Fielder does.
You know, this is true. I don't know. The age thing gets me. Fielder's just so much younger.
He is significantly
And if you're giving
younger.
someone a long-term deal, I'd rather give that out to someone who's on the right side of 30.
That's a good point.
As they say.
If you're gonna sign someone for like 10 years, and it looks like they're both gonna try and land a contract about that long.
Yeah.
10 years is gonna be too long for Albert Pujols, unless
But then 10 years
he's
is
some
a
sort
long
of freak of nature.
long time for a fat guy.
This is very true.
Let's see. He could.
How long could those knees possibly hold out?
But then that's assuming the weight remains constant.
I would have said that about CC Sabathia like 7 years ago. And
Yeah,
I mean, he's a big fat.
He's got
guy.
strong legs though.
He's got a fat name. CC Sabathia?
Yeah.
Might as well call him Jabba Sabathia. Like, that last name is
That's
Sabathia.
that's a good nickname for CC Sabathia. We should call him Jabba.
Jabba Sabathia. Well,
Jabba.
they have a Jabba.
They do have a
Jabba Chamberlain.
That's a shame. I was really happy about that nickname we came up with.
Be really confusing though.
But Jabba the Hutt and Jabba the Flameout.
Hey-o!
Sing! They have a Roger Goodell imitation, so
Roger Goodell.
that's Howard Cosell.
This is Roger,
Everyone is going to recognize that
this
specific.
is Roger Goodell. Speaking to you over the airwaves.
For a non-sports fan, you do a pretty good Howard
I
Cosell.
do a good Howard Cosell.
We should write some Howard Cosell sketches.
He's dead, right?
Yeah.
I'm back alive. Howard Cosell too. Better than the first.
What if that's how we did our Ty Cobb segment? It's Howard Cosell doing sports interviews from heaven
Or hell. Yeah. From the afterlife. We'll say that.
Yeah, from the afterlife.
From the eternal blackness of Hades comes Howard Cosell speaking here with Ty Cobb.
The thing about Howard Cosell impressions is they never get annoying.
No,
Ever. That's
Howard
the great
Cosell.
thing about him.
All right, we ready? Let's do this.
We're recording.
Oh, we're recording.
I was
Okay,
recording all that shit.
good. All right. I was gonna say I heard they hired Steve Inskeep and Renee Montaigne for announcers.
That's got to be a reference to something up high.
Morning edition. And NPR. They have
I don't
very
wake up in the
soothing,
morning, and when I do, I
voices.
don't listen to NPR.
God damn.
I wake up in the
I only remember the
afternoon.
ones that have fake names like Lakshmi Singh.
Right.
That is not
Michelle
right.
Norris.
Yeah, that's your name. I'm sure.
Right.
Highfalutin radio guy trying to build a personality.
Right.
Pretty sure
It's
Lakshmi's a
Michelle.
girl.
You're in America.
What?
I said I'm pretty sure Lakshmi's a girl.
Yeah, all with her branding and her morning DJ stuff, right? On NPR.
That with a name like Lakshmi, that does mean that her name probably has a KSHM all in a row. That's just absurd.
She actually has
Lakshmi.
she has a twin sister who's really big in the S&M field. That'd be Lashmi Singh.
Nailed it.
Boom.
And by nailed it, I mean kind of nailed it.
Okay, but it is true that Miami Heat dialing it down.
They're really focused on this, and we actually have clips of we can go live maybe.
Oh yeah, let's
Is this
go
because
out.
you got the phone now?
And I've got the microphones that are all over every sports place's office.
I
and,
still feel like we're underutilizing those.
we are totally, but we're getting audio of every sports event happening at all times, always.
Well, this
And
is
the office. We could have broke that Albert Pujols story before anybody.
Oh, I heard that a long time ago.
But this,
I didn't think it was important because I was playing Skyrim.
it was.
Skyrim's a good game, though.
I don't
is
know what that is.
It's an
Baseball.
Elder Scrolls, the newest Elder Scrolls game. It's
Let's put it this way, Phil. Do you think people are gonna be playing Skyrim 100 years from now?
yes, I will.
I don't think you. I'm pretty sure you won't be alive 100
I'm
years
gonna
from
pass it
now.
on to my kids. And my kids. They're going to be playing Skyrim.
Yeah. Just the listeners at home, just so you know, Phil and I have a running bet. I bet him $20 that I was going to live longer than him.
Yes.
And that is one that I aim to collect.
Oh, I'm going to collect.
Oh, there's no way. I'm going to be at your funeral.
Die.
I'm
going to
go to
die,
I am not.
Joel.
I'm going to die, but way after you.
No
Phil.
way.
Way after
I'm healthy as a bug.
No,
that's
see, you say you're healthy,
Yeah.
but you're all talk.
I'm no walk.
No walk.
I think
Joel
that my talk
here-
is equal to my walk.
Oh, Phil.
Joel is accident prone.
This is a good point. I took that into consideration when I made the bet. As long as I don't kill myself in a clumsy way before you die of your general lack of health, Phil, I feel like...
I'm going to make a side bet.
You look
You're
terrible,
gonna-
by the way.
What?
You just absolutely look terrible.
No.
You have bags under your
Ooh,
eyes.
sounds like
Your
Jordo's handicap
voice is
and Joel.
going like...
I've done a lot of comedy shows the last week. Not to mention all the heroin I've been shooting directly into my tonsils. I mean, that takes its toll on your voice after a while.
See, and your voice is weak, and your mind
Weak.
goes.
My voice isn't weak.
And then your sight goes. And you're basically like an old dog.
No,
is what you're like now. Where like everything starts breaking down. Yeah, all of a sudden you look around. There's shit in the ground. You're like, oh, I guess I
I
must
did
be
that on
me.
purpose.
Nah, Phil.
Yeah, I shit on the ground in front of the microphones on purpose beforehand because I had to mark my territory.
See why I made this bet, Jordan?
I totally see why you.
Yep.
Like, well, your hand is twitching now.
Yeah, that's only because of all the cocaine I did to counteract the heroin.
Well, it worked, but
It did, yeah. I've got energy again.
you are not long for this world.
No.
And I am going to be $20 richer.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have made the bet.
All right, so give us a contact at our email, Gmail, sportspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, you can also find us at Twitter with the twitter.com/sports3podcast.
The number 3.
The number 3, sports number 3 podcast. And go ahead and find us on Facebook. We're called the Sports Podcast. We got a fan page. You can like us. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Thanks.
Lights off! For more funny stuff for your eyes and ears, go to comedypodcastnetwork.com.